Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back to Two Guys in a Plane. Today we're going to be flying from Fort Dallas to Denver. The new PMDG 777 that, well, not new, but new to me. Um yeah. Okay. So we can actually begin. I'll open the window for some fresh air. We can begin with the checklist, filed the flight plan. We can I guess, yeah, start with the checklist. So we'll set the parking brake. Okay, cool. Set. And then let's go over here and import our flight plan from SimBrief. If it works. Okay, let me set it up again. You give me 1 second to set up SimBrief again. Okay, account setting. Okay. It should work now. Save preferences. Okay, and then go over here. There we go. There's all the data. Insight says it is midnight for me. I'm about to put my phone down to sleep, but I see that YouTuber started a live stream while I was sleeping. Man. Yeah, no worries. Thanks. Yeah, go to sleep. Yeah, it's more important than this. But yeah, thanks. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. Yeah, it's a really nice aircraft. But yeah, good night. Have a nice sleep. Thanks for stopping by. Yep. Okay. We can load up the OFP here and actually go to weight balance, import the weights from SimBrief. Ground operations is all good for now. Okay, we can actually get rid of the chocks. And the airplane is already on. We can check batteries on, APU gen on. We'll turn on the ADRU. Turn on voice recorder. Armed emergency lights. We'll leave the airplane unpressurized right now, or depressurized. No smoking signs on. Passenger signs on, or seatbelt signs off is good. We'll turn up the dome lights a little bit. Everything looks good. We'll leave the beacon lights off until we start pushback and all that. Okay, yeah, everything else looks good. So let's start with the CDU. Okay, so if we go FMC, nav data out of date, we'll go to position in it. Last position aligns with the GPS position, so we'll just take the GPS one, put it in here. And yeah. Okay. Now let's turn on the passenger signs. Let's see what's next. Engine mode selectors are normal. Auto start switch is on. Anti-ice, auto. Flight deck. Temp controls are on auto. Packs, auto. APU bleed air on. And yeah, it should be good. So now we can actually set up the flight plan. Oops. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Okay, we can set up the flight plan in here. So if we go to route request, we'll go SimBrief. We'll set the payload and the fuel into the aircraft. Everything looks good. Let me double check the altitude. Sometimes it gets it wrong. 38,000 feet. Okay, it's good then. And select route. Route's requesting. It takes a little while. It should load any time now. There we go. Okay, let's load the route. Okay, and we can check here. Yeah, we can check it with our flight plan actually. Lucedan no, wrong one. That's the alternate route. Alright, here it is. Hudan Itzi Sigi. Yeah. Okay, that looks good. So we can go over here and click activate, execute. Cool. Next step is going to be to set up the departure. So let's go to SimBrief. Departure is going to be Hudad 2. There we go, Hudad 2, and it's gonna be runway 36 right. This one right here, and no transition. Execute. We can look at that after. Well, actually, let's look at it. Yeah, we'll look at it after. Okay, FMC com. We can uplink the wind data. Requesting execute, and then we'll do it again for the descent forecast. Okay. Now we can look at the departure. Let's turn on VOR. Actually, we can turn on airport terrain. Let's turn on the flight directors while we're at it. And we can turn on airport and weather here. Okay. So we're going to be departing runway 36 right, which is dead north. And then, let's see. Gonna make a left turn. Yeah, yeah. Okay. And then that's it. Okay. We can pull up the charts. Okay. 36 right, we're gonna turn left to Tului, then Piglet, then up to Hudad. And we can check here. It says takeoff runways 36 right, climb heading 356. Let's put that into the FMC, or sorry, MCP. It's gonna be 356. Okay, then to 1,002. Wait, 1,120. At or above 5,000. Okay, 5,000. Then after that, we're gonna go to Piglet and then track 290 degrees to Muti. Then on track, maintain 10,000. Expect final altitude 10 minutes after departure. Okay. So we'll just go straight up to 10,000, and then 10 minutes after we'll go up to 380, flight level 380. Yeah. Okay, let's set up the pressure. Which will be home departure. It's gonna be 3002. 30.02. Okay. I don't know why that keeps opening here. Okay. So here. Okay, next step. We'll go here and do the performance. So we'll go do the performance tool that PMDG has, which is super useful. It's really nice. You'll see. And we'll put 36. Right. Okay. We'll import the stuff from the aircraft since it's already fueled up and all that. Weight is 500 tons. We can check that and see if that sounds about right. But we'll calculate. Fuel is 20 tons in total. Let's check here. Yeah, zero fuel weighs about 200 tons, and our reserve fuel will be just under 6 tons, and then we can check our predictions. Oh, well, I actually have to put in the performance stuff. Okay, let's do that. Okay. Fellow 380, yep. Do reserves 5.9, yes, accept. Zero fuel weight. Gross weight 229. That's in pounds, not in kilograms, so it'll be not accurate, but well, it will be accurate, but it won't be the same as here, as we have here. For the thrust limit, it's going to be takeoff 2. The temperature will be 44. Basically, what this does is trick the engine into not producing as much thrust, so that way we don't need all the thrust, so we don't need to use it all and damage the engine. Okay, take off gross weight. I want this in kilograms. Let me change it. Okay, there we go. Save preferences. Success. And then we can go back here. It should show up in kilogram. Yeah, import. 36, right? Import. Okay, it's going to be 229.9 tons. Okay, it's going to be flaps 5. And the CG will be 29.22. So we'll just do 29. That should be about 5 units. 4.75, pretty close. Okay, V1 is going to be 149. V rotate is going to be 153, and V2 is going to be 159. So 149. Okay. Thrust limits on. Okay, so that should be everything that we have to do on the FMC. Okay, let's check the checklist. Let's actually use the electronic checklist here. Pre-flight, we can test the oxygen. Parking brake set. Okay, flight deck door. Yep, closed. Oh yeah, let's put in the values here. So V2 is gonna be 159. Let's put that into the speed. 159. We already got the heading and the altitude. Cool. Takeoff speed's good. CDU pre-flight. Trim we can't do yet, so let's unmark that. And okay. So let's continue setting up the aircraft. Flight directors are on. Auto throttle is armed. LNAV, VNAV, well, we can do that later, or I guess we'll do it now. Flight instruments, let's look. Okay, there's V1, got the V speeds, Toga, LNAV, VNAV, armed, 10,000. We got the altimeter, ground speed zeros, everything looks good here. Heading about 97. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, auto brake, rejected takeoff. Transponder is set. And aileron rudder trim is 0 units. Takeoff briefing, let's do that. Okay, let's look at the charts. Oh wait, we already did that, yeah. When it comes to taxiing though, let's look. 36 right. Tech stuff 14900K says, what's up, how's it going? Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. We're just finishing setting up the aircraft for departure. We're gonna do the taxi briefing right now. So let's bring this over. Well, actually, let's look where we are. We are at the lower terminal here. Okay. So we are here. We'll push back, tail left, and then taxi all the way down Gulf, and Whiskey Romeo for 36 right. Yeah. Okay. We can actually set up the pushback, like pre-plan. I mean, this could be pushback tail left. Yeah. So load. Sometimes it's a little bit strange, so hopefully it works. Let's push back up to here. Oh, and it disappeared. It's nice. Let's retry that. Cancel pre-plan. Okay, you have to do like really quickly or else it just disappears for some reason, I guess. Okay. There we go. Good, it's not planned, I guess. There we go. Now it's planned. Okay, let's continue with the checklist. Takeoff briefing is completed. Before start checklist. Okay. Let's get rid of all the ground equipment. We can go to ground operations. Jetway is connected right now. So we'll release it. Oh, wait, we have to set chocks. Then we can release it. Hopefully. Let's take a look. Okay, let's try now. There we go. It's a beautiful sunset right now. Okay, it's releasing. We can get rid of all of the ground equipment. Release all doors. Closing. Okay. Good. Aircraft is clear around here, so we can go to remove the chocks. We have the parking brake sets. Okay. Next step, ground equipment disconnected. Okay, let's set up or pressurize the aircraft. Our electric demand pump auto. Then we'll go to the hydraulic pumps. Turn both of those on. There we go. And then we'll turn the left electric pump to auto. And these air demand pumps can go to auto. Okay, let's turn on the fuel pumps. And we'll turn on these center ones if there's any fuel in there. It should say here. Shouldn't be any fuel, but we'll double check. Okay, yeah, we have no fuel in there, so we don't need it. Passenger signs are on. Beacon on to tell the ground crew that we're about to start moving. Watch out, basically. Recall checked. And let's close the window. Okay, and then after that we can finish the checklist. Okay, locked. Only thing is engine shutdown. Good. We have auto brake RTO, parking brake set, passenger signs on, IP running doors manual. Okay, and we'll set the trim up. It's gonna be 4.75 units down. It's 4.25, 4.5. That's too much. There we go. That's 4.75. Okay. We have that checklist done. It's before start. Yeah. Okay, and now we should be able to begin start. So engine area is clear. Secondary display unit. Yeah, let's put that to engine. Okay, engine start announced. Start selector. Okay, so now we just need to push back as the last step to all of this.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
Okay. Okay, the pushback is attaching, and let's get inside. It'll ask us to release a parking brake any moment.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed.
There we go.
All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
Okay.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Okay, we'll release a parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback.
Parking brake
Start the
released.
engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
Okay, and we'll start the engines now. Let's go over here. We're gonna click start for the right engine and turn on the fuel control to run. Can watch the pushback. And hopefully we can hear from this view. It's very loud engines. Doing some weird adjustments here. The pushback tug, but okay, once this line on the EGT disappears, that means we're good to start the next engine, which we are now. So let's go start fuel, and we'll put flaps 5 down for takeoff. Should be able to see the flaps coming down. Yep. I will be crossing this road to get onto this taxiway here. Flaps you can see are going down. We can actually check some flight controls here. All good. Okay, let's start the chronometer. Pushback tug just disappeared for some reason. It's fine, I guess. Okay, both engines are good. We can check that the are in the normal position. Yep. Okay, after start and before taxi, generators lights off. Yep. APU selector is off. Let's do that. APU selector off. And engine start selector is normal. Yep. Engine bleed air on. Flaps set. Stabilizer trim set. Flight controls, we can check that. Okay, there we go. Pushback is done. APU cooldown. Good. Flight controls. Let's check that. Okay, full left aileron. Full right aileron. Full up elevator. Full down elevator. Okay, full right rudder. Full left rudder. Brakes feel good. Okay, and we can go to the checklist. For taxi, anti-ice is on auto. Recall is checked. Flight controls checked. Ground equipment clear. Okay, let's turn on the taxi lights and runway turn off lights. Okay, good. Okay, we can get rid of the parking brake. Oh wait, sorry, off. Yeah. Okay, let's go. max taxiing speed is 20 knots. Max maneuvering, like any turns or anything, is 10-ish. It's like a rough guideline. Can check here. So we're on whiskey. No, we're on golf. Yes, we're gonna go all the way down. And we can check that with the VFR maps. Yeah, so we're just going all the way down. Can actually turn right somewhere up here soon. Go a little bit faster. Okay, this is taxiway. Kilo, I think. I don't know, we can check. Or Golf 7, I think it might have been. Okay, we're 7 knots, good maneuvering speed. And let's turn, let's keep the main wheels on the taxi line. Let's try. And then we'll make another left turn right here. Check right. Looks good. Left, good. Okay, and then okay, we can accelerate a little bit. Okay, 20 knots. Let's get back on the center line. There we go. Yeah, we're on Foxtrot right now. I think it said we can check. Yeah, Foxtrot. Okay. So right before our Alpha, we'll get on Whiskey Romeo. Okay, here's the end of the runway. We already passed Alpha. That's gonna be the first entrance. Just Whiskey Quebec, I think. I'm not sure. And we'll get out on this last one, so let's slow down a little bit. Get the brakes. Okay, let's turn right here. 10 knots, good. Now, before we enter the runway, I'm gonna do the before takeoff checklist. So we'll stop right here. Okay, let's get the parking brake on. Check here, okay. Okay, we're good. Parking brake on. Let's do the way before. Takeoff checklist. So cabin lights are good. Flight instruments, check engine instruments are good. Takeoff data is good. Nav equipment, yep. Landing lights on. Runway turn off lights off. Strobe lights on. Taxi lights off. We'll turn on the logo lights. Yeah. Okay, and I think that should be everything. Oh yeah, let's get the traffic on here. Responder, and let's start the clock. We'll taxi out onto the runway now. And so we're going to go to past 10,000 feet, so 380, 10 minutes after departure. Check left, good, right, looks good. Okay. And we'll... Oh yeah, we gotta do the electronic checklist, right? Okay, let's stop right here. And it's good. Okay. Let's go 50% N1. And then once airspeed's alive, we'll get the toga on. I guess once the engines are stabilized.
Airspeed's alive.
Speed's alive. Toga. Check. Keeping it on the center line. Okay, we'll release forward pressure. Start pulling back.
V1. Rotate. V2. Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Let's pitch up a little bit more. Acceleration altitude is going to be 1,500. So we'll pitch down to speed up. Okay, let's turn on the autopilot. Wow, that's beautiful. Let's take a look here. Take a screenshot. There we go. Yeah, wow. Okay, we see terrain, nothing here. We another aircraft somewhere over here, I think. I don't know. Okay, let's get flaps 5 up. There we go. We can see it here. There's an airport there. Oops. Okay, and then flaps 1 up. Okay, we see a train here. It's all good. Flaps are all the way up. Let's continue after takeoff. Checklist, positive rate of climb. Yep. Auto brake off. Check. Taxi light off. It is. We can turn off the logo lights. Let's see. Runway turn off. Lights are off. Cabin lights. Okay, good. Autopilot's engaged. Let's check the transition altitude. It's probably gonna be 12,000. Oh, 18,000. Yeah, right. Okay, so we're gonna land with 9.0 tons. And reserves 5.9, so yeah, we'll be good. We'll be good. So at 18,000 feet, we'll switch to standard. We're keeping below 250, under 10,000. It's all good right now. Mr. Green Aviation Boy says hello, or hey, hello. Hope your day's going well. Right, we just took off from the airport into this beautiful sunset right here. There's the aircraft, the PMDG 777. Definitely convinced me that Boeing is better than Airbus for sure now. But yeah, it's beautiful. A Worldjet RFS YT says, what's up, two guys? Welcome into the stream. Hope everything's going well. Yeah, it's been a while. We just took off from Fort Dallas, and we're climbing right now, passing 10,000. But we're going to stay at 10,000 until 10 minutes into the departure, which we're at 5 minutes right now. Can actually turn off terrain. Actually, I'll keep it on. So why not? Looks like no weather systems or anything to be aware of right now. And let's look at the departure here. Okay, so we are reaching Tuluit right now. So yeah, we'll go until Piglet. We'll take a left turn at Piglet, and then go back to Mutia heading 290 and continue on to Hudad. And then we'll be probably near our cruising flight level and on our way to Denver. Estimated time of arrival is 0109er. So it's going to be 1 in the morning ish. Not locally, but, you know. So in less than an hour. Yeah. Okay, nice. Cool. Yeah, I'm fine. How about you? That's good to hear. I'm doing pretty good. Sad that school's gonna start again, but, you know. I gotta do it, so. See a lake here. Here's a runway. Runway lights look to be on the taxiway. I don't know what's going. Oh, those are 2 runways. Okay, that makes more sense. I was gonna say. See some light clouds down there. Cool. We'll keep our landing lights and all that stuff since we're technically at 10,000 feet, not above. So, and but we can turn off the fasten seatbelt signs. And if you guys want, I can go show you guys the cabin. But if not, we'll just continue climbing here. But yeah, checklist. Next part is passing 10,000 feet. Let's take care of the electronic checklist. After takeoff is good, okay. And the only thing left is the descent, right? Yeah. Okay, 7 minutes into our climb. 2 minutes 30 seconds left for 10 minutes, and then we'll start climbing to 38,000. Here's Piglet. There's Muti, and then the top of descent. Well, top climb is Hudad, and top of descent is at Ziggy-ish. And as soon as we reach the cruising altitude, we can set up the approach, because on Boeing you don't actually set it up until you're in the air, unless obviously it's a super short flight or something. At least not on the 777. I don't know about like the 737 or. But yeah. Let's look at optimal 380. Yeah, recommended max 386. Yeah. Yeah, because the only way we'd be able to do a step climb is 400 since we're headed west. So it's even flight levels, but I don't think we're going to be in cruise long enough to do any steps. So we'll see, though. We can take a look at the engine instruments as well. Oil pressure is good. Oil temperature, oil quantity. Sorry. Yep. Cool. And we'll turn that off. And we can start looking at the weather for the arrival. Let's see here. 6 knots, 130. What runway are we landing at? Let's check. We're landing runway 17 right. Okay, so it's gonna be a tailwind, yeah. 299 almost standard. 10 statute miles, pretty good. Few clouds, broken clouds. -7 degrees, or dew point is -7. Temperature 17. So definitely no anti-ice or anything. Okay. Wait, what does SLP 102 mean? Let's search that up. SLP 102 meaning. And we're at 10 minutes, so we can start climbing actually. But give me a second. In METAR. Oh, okay. Sea level pressure, yeah. Makes sense. Can also check Volanta here. Yeah, this is where we're going. Okay. Let's start climbing to 38,000. Okay, 38,000. Yeah. Start climbing after we reach Piglet, probably. If not, we'll just do a, what's it called? We'll just click. We push in. Okay, let's look. Weather still looks good. Let's actually increase the range here. Okay, yeah. Weather's good. 10 minutes in. Okay, I think we should be climbing now. Yep. I guess. Let's give it a second. Okay, let's push in. Okay, yeah, 38,000, here we come. So let's increase the range to see our top of descent here. That's the top of climb. Okay, we don't know the top of descent yet. We can actually start setting up the arrival so that we can get the top of descent. Let's look at our flight plan here. It's alternate route. Oops, I went too far. There it is. It's gonna be the Nix 3 for 17 right. Oh, this was the wrong airport. Here we go. Nix 3 and ILS 17 right. There we go. Transition. Let's see. Is there one? Let's check. Yes. Okay. We can go to plan mode and look at this. Okay, we're going there right now. See, Ziggy. Top descent is way over there. Okay, lots of restrictions here. So we're gonna be below 220 but above 1900. Go here. Discontinuity, yeah. And we'll turn around for the ILS here, and this is a go around procedure which we can take a look at later. That looks good. Once we get to cruise, we'll continue with the checklist as well. .4. Okay, it's a little bit lower than before, but I think it's gonna be 5. Yeah, 5. That's still good. And we'll set up the approach later. once we get closer because we don't want the weather to change on us. Oh wow, look at the moon. Jeez. I've never seen it like that in Microsoft Flight Simulator, I'm not gonna lie. Wow. That's crazy. Let's try to line it up with the rudder here. There we go. It's good enough. Okay, yeah, standard QNH, all good. And let me actually put the screenshot into Volanta. Okay, let's go to Volanta here. Yeah, it's definitely my favorite right now. Okay, passing 23,000 feet. Looking good. Let's turn down the brightness a little bit. And we'll turn down the brightness of the terrain as well. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we'll definitely be landing at light or at night for sure. Okay. Okay, everything's looking good so far. 28,000 feet, 10,000 feet under where we want to be. And 18 minutes into flight, at least air time. Okay, let's see, no smoking signs on. Looks all good. We'll leave it alone for a second. Yeah. Okay, passing 30,000 feet. Everything looks good. Have the arrival set up. Yep. And once we reach the cruise, we'll monitor the engine and fuel quantity. And yeah, and then sometime before, like few nautical miles before the top of the descent, we'll check the METAR, ATIS, even though there's probably none. Get the altimeter set up. Like armed, I guess. Like what it should be once we switch from standard. We'll set the altitude, check the radios, check the speed. Yeah. And then we'll start descending. Currently 0 or 1 0 1 in the morning, obviously. In Berlin, though, or the UK, because it's Zulu time. Let's actually look at this. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, we're not doing VATSIM because honestly I don't feel comfortable enough with the aircraft, but yeah. Right, 2,000 feet under the cruising altitude. We'll reach our top of the descent, or climb, sorry, very soon. Trunk checklist is completed. Let's take a look here. Yep. This is for TCAS. Okay. Oh, there's a cabin interphone. I've never seen that before. Wow. It's cool. I've never seen that before. Oh wait, what was that? Wow, that's cool. We gotta try that out. vehicle. Okay, so that would be like talking about the weather or whatever to what is it called? Um to the passengers, I suppose. Yeah. So sleep door. Again, directory. Crew rest. Relief pilot. Oh, that's cool. Never noticed that. It's interesting. And then SAT here. SAT. Get no clue what that does. Wow. Okay, let's see if I have no clue how to see this, but I want to see if it's possible to see. It's a lot of C's, but I want to see if it's possible. To be able to find turbulence on the radars. Yeah, finish. Okay. Wait, let's see. I think if we go to the menu, PMDG, setup, options, simulation, we can probably see something about the turbulence. So that's just calling. No, rudder only. Is the realistic parking brake setting on PMDG 777? Let's see. I don't know what the difference is. Oh, okay, I see here. Let's make it realistic. Basically, what it does is we have to press the pedals all the way down and then press the parking brake. Okay, I don't see the Can we see that here? Turbulence. I think it's WX plus T, I guess. I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay. No turbulence. Good. Yeah, and if we don't have a lot of terrain or anything on the approach, we can probably just turn on the weather on this side as well. Let's take a look. From Ziggy. What runway are we landing again? Um, 17 right. Okay. Okay. So a lot of terrain, doesn't look like it. Okay, so we can probably do that. And turn on weather here. Okay. So we want to start descending a little bit after Ziggy. Let's take a look at these charts again. Okay, so from Ziggy, 19 first restriction is Nix. So we'd want to be under 22,000 by Nix. And the top of descent is around here, I believe, so that should line up well. Okay, landing north selected, runway 35, left transition. Cool. I can change all the colors here. Jeez. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, yeah. So let's monitor the engine instruments now. All looks good. Wow, that's beautiful. Hey, let's check Volanta here. Nice. Okay, cool. There's a top of descent coming up soon. Narno. Yeah. It's about 200 nautical miles away, I believe. Okay, we're getting a little bit closer to the top of descent. It's super dark out there. Okay, let's see here. The air for 40 minutes. Let's check fuel stuff. 8.5, still good above. 5.9, which is a reserve, so we're still good. Okay, yeah, we're getting closer to the top of descent, but not yet. So we'll set up the landing performance and stuff a little bit later. Okay, we can actually start. Sorry, wait. Yeah, okay. We already set that up. We can check the altitude, the glide slope interception altitude, and set an MCP window. So it'll follow all the restrictions and stuff. So set 7,000. And I hear we're entering the star. And once it reaches top descent, it'll start to descend down to 7,000. We can check VNAV here. Yeah, optimal is 382, so we're good. Hello, Buttergears123. Racing Stream, thank you. Right now we are approaching the top of descent. Should be about 160-ish miles away. But yeah. And so we'll get ready for the top of descent soon. We have the MCP all set up for 7,000 in the PMDG 777. Been in the air for 51 minutes now. Block time 60 right now. But yeah, let me move this back up. I hope you're doing well. It's nice to see you. Yeah, yeah, then we'll set up, before the top of the sun, we'll set up the altimeter, like arm it, and, yeah, that's basically it. And check the BTR, obviously, in the approach, what's it called? The performance for the landing, yeah. Yeah, I got out MSFS 2024 and can't even fly for. Oh, maybe because it like crashes and is lagging, or what do you mean? I've heard that it's definitely very buggy though, so yeah. Which airplanes do you fly? Like the iMac? I think there's I forgot. I fly 737 Max, I think. You fly that one, or? Sound of the planes got me. Yeah. Sounds nice. And look at the moon there. Oh, well, you can't see actually because of the Volanta thing. Let me move it out of the way. Wait, where is the moon right now? Where'd the moon go? Yeah, the Sunday sound is cool. Honestly, the PMDG single-handedly convinced me to what is it called? That Boeing is better. I mean, at least in my opinion, you know. Oh, there's the moon, yeah. I think I'm glazing the 777X. Yeah, I mean, it's a cool aircraft, honestly, my favorite. So, yeah. But yeah, we'll be reaching the top of descent soon, and here's where we actually enter the what is it called, the star, which I can show you real quick. So here's Ziggy, we enter, and then U2, like YouTube. Where is it? Nix. Wait, I think oh yeah, here's Nix. Then yeah, then from Nix, I believe we're doing Cliff, and then yeah, I think that's it, and then we're doing the ILS. But yeah, Not gonna lie, I can't talk though. I only fly sensors. Yeah. Honestly, if you ever have the chance and your computer can handle it, the Boeing 777 is really, really good. I would highly recommend. I don't know many others. You know, I've only flown the fly-by-wire A320 other than that and A380. But the 777's a really nice aircraft, especially if you want to do long hauls and long flights and stuff. It's really nice. But yeah. Would you fly the fly-by-wire A320 or the standard one for Microsoft Flight Simulator? Yeah, I've heard that the iFly 737 is really good though. I top descent in about 160 nautical miles. Probably 60, 80, 120, 160. Or sorry, 120 nautical miles away. I standard only sometimes if it's lagging, but usually no. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because the standard one's nice, but honestly, if you're going to do like VATSIM and stuff, or really realistic flights, the fly-by-wire is a lot better, definitely. But yeah, I've been in the air for an hour now. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, like I said before, the 777 single-handedly convinced me that Boeing is better just because it's just, I don't know, it makes me feel like I'm flying a real plane, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because the Airbus just feels super automated, I guess. If that makes sense. I don't know. But yeah. I've heard that is definitely a common thing that people like. But yeah. Okay, let's see here. 0116. Okay, nice. We're pretty good, and we can actually check Volanta right now. Let's change this to 16 here. Oh yeah, we're on time. Nice. 777 is better than A350. I mean, what's the point of being a pilot? Just yeah, like it's a difficult argument because some people argue the opposite. But honestly, I just feel like you have more control over what it's doing, right? It feels like a automated thing that the computer is just doing everything for you. It feels more special, I guess, in a way. If that makes sense. Oh, that's nice. Southwest, nice. And also, A350 unfairly stole the 777's thing with the triple gear. Unfair, like with the A350-1000 variant. Yeah. Here's a VOR, which I assume, yeah, that's the VOR we're going to right now. I'll try. I don't think I even have AI aircraft on for when I do VATSIM, but I haven't done VATSIM with the 777 yet because, what is it called? Because I don't feel too confident in it yet to actually do ATC stuff. So I need to get more familiar with the systems, and then I'll be able to hopefully start using it. Okay, let's check fuel 8.5. We need to land with 5.9, so we're good. Even if we do a go around, I think we should be good. You know that MSFS 2024 challenges? Once I got best of the week in the Flow Fly F-15 one, totally worth it. 15 crash outs, yeah. I don't know if that's the same one. It's on 2020, but there's a Top Gun F-15 one. It's so difficult, bro. It's so difficult. But yeah, because you go inverted, you pull down or pull up, which is technically pulling the nose down to descend faster, and then you realize, oh wait, the mountain isn't actually a mountain, it just goes flat like a plateau kind of style, and you hit, or just have to invert super quickly and pull up. Yeah, it's difficult. Definitely takes a ton of skill, especially since it's like the lower you go, the better, It's difficult. Yeah. Let's check the recall here. Okay, nothing there. Cool. Okay, top descent is around 80 nautical miles away. And we're entering the star here. Anyways, you're gonna go. Okay, see ya. Hopefully you can come back for the landing. Should be in around 30 minutes. So hopefully you can come back. But yeah, if not, see ya. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, we can actually set the minimums right now. So if we go to the ILS and go here, ILS is gonna be 200. Yeah. Well, radio, sorry. It's gonna be 5,592. I guess. Let me look at the elevation of the airport. Let's see. Yeah, okay, yeah. 5,300. So that's about 200 feet off the ground, I think. 5,000. What was it? 500? Yeah, that's like 2,200 feet off, so that makes sense. 5,592. 5592. Let's set that. This is gonna take a long time. 5,592. 1,000. 2,000. 3,000. 4,000. 5,000. 5,500. Oops, overshot that a little. 592. Okay, 85, 90, 92. There we go, 5,592. Yeah, okay. Let me check the sim brief here. We're supposed to be on the ground at 0123. Yeah. And on block 0131. So let's adjust that. Very cool. Okay, top of descent is 60 nautical miles away. Okay. So we're officially in the arrival route now. I'll turn on the terrain here. Lowest terrain here is 670 feet. Or, sorry, what am I saying? 6,500 feet. Which is right about the height of the airport, 1,000 feet over. Not too bad. Can see if it's tuned the ILS. Oh, it has 108.5173. 108.5173. Let's see. 173, yeah, and where's 108.5? Yeah. Cool. So it gets to Nix, we're gonna go to the next part. It's 12,000 feet. That's a lot. Okay. Still landing good with fuel. Engine instruments look good. Top of descent coming up in like 40 nautical miles. Can decrease the range here. Flying for an hour and 9 minutes now. And off blocks for an hour 17. So we got off the ground in what, 8 minutes? Yeah, it's pretty good. Top of the sign coming up in 40 nautical miles. At around 30-ish or 20, we'll start setting up the weather and stuff for the arrival and the performance, etc. And the altimeter, obviously. And just go through that checklist. We're going Mach 0.838 right now, or 267 knots. And we'll go to performance tool actually and get that ready to go. 1.7 right, question mark? Or was it 1.6 right? Let's check here. That's a holding. 17, right? Yeah. Okay, we don't know the weight yet, so we'll not put that yet. Or the weather, because it might change. Anti-ice is going to be on auto. No non-normal, and we'll add 5. Makes 2. Okay. 20 nautical miles away, so yeah, we can start setting up the QNH and all that, and import the weather. QNH 29.93. Okay, cool. Aircraft weight. Let's put that in. Let's calculate. Okay, it's gonna be flaps 25 and VRF 152. because we added 5, so this should be good. We'll add 5 to it. And auto brakes 2. Yeah. What else? We'll stop here. Runway 17, right? Let's look at the aerodrome chart just to know where we're gonna exit. So this is 17, right? No, 16, right? This is 17, right? Yeah. And then, so we'll exit here to the right and then take another right, I guess. Yeah, right, then left. Okay, that looks good. Yeah. Okay, let's go through the checklist before your ATIS. Let's check the METAR. Okay. Still looks good. Altimeter, yeah. Radios. Let's check again. Yeah, there's the radios. We already checked that before. So next step is MCP altitude. We have 7,000 in the box. We're about to reach the top descent actually. Yeah. Okay, radio's good. MCP altitude good. Localizer frequency good. Okay, so now what's left is to descend, and let's go to the electronic checklist. Recall has been checked. Notes checked. Auto brake 2. Landing data, yup. Approach briefing has been done. And the next thing is the approach. so we are descending now. A little bit above the profile, but there we go. Now we're under the profile, but that's fine. Better under than over, for now at least. Okay, we're on the profile. That's good. Okay, we're a little bit over. Okay, we're good now. $18,000 feet is gonna be the transition altitude. Yeah. Landing altitude, yep. Radio altimeter, minimums is checked. Auto brake, yes. At 2. Approach briefing, yep. Okay, so now what's next is 18,000 feet. That's the next thing to check. Let's increase throttle just a little bit. See the ground a little bit there. Okay. Let's increase throttle a little bit because we're way too fast or too slow. Okay, and we'll stop. Okay, so we need to be under 22,000 feet, but above 19,000, I think. So yeah, we should be fine. We are below the descent profile, so it's good. Yeah, we're steadily under the descent profile. You can see by this value right here. Yeah, nearest terrain is over here to our left, so it shouldn't be a problem. This terrain shouldn't be any problem except if we do a go around, but we'll be climbing. So actually, let's look at the go around altitude and all that. Okay, and procedure. So this approach. Okay, so we're gonna climb to 10,000, so we'll be way over. Because those are like 12,000 the tallest, but anywhere near go around is around 6,000, so we'll be fine. Yeah, it's just 10,000 and follow it, obviously. So next Hager is next, and then it'll be JPEG. I guess that's how you would pronounce it. And then what? jam, so yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, we should be definitely under 22,000, so it should be fine. Okay, there we go. We're catching back up the descent profile. So 22,000 is coming up. So, and we're at 22,500. Yeah, we should be good, or at least close enough. Oh, oops. Yeah, almost perfect. Okay, yeah, we're good. Now we just need to be below 2,000. Fine. And then here we're gonna turn around to intercept the ILS. Yep. Okay, here's the VOR. So we're supposed to land 01117. And we need to be on the ground by what time? Oh, 0123, so we're good, yeah. Once we pass 10,000 feet, we'll turn on the seatbelt signs, but for now, yeah, for now it should be good. 18,000 feet is our next checklist stuff, which is just yeah, which is just the altimeter. Then is 10,000 after that. Okay, closest rain or highest terrain is 9,500 feet, right here. Should be fine though. And yeah, here is the runway. Like, no, sorry. Here's the runway. So it's definitely important that we climb fast here. If we do a go around, I mean, because there's a terrain of 9,500 feet there. And we'll be at either 7,000 or 5,000 ish, so it shouldn't be too bad because we'll only need to climb about 5,000. Let's put some speed brakes. Okay, we're going on the profile. Okay, we're through 18,000 feet. So standards coming off and we're getting the local QNH. A little bit above or below the design profile, but that's perfectly fine. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, the last one's quite good. Now we'll turn around here and come into the airport. Yeah, there it is. Or 25 DME from the airport. So we'll get closer here. I don't know, maybe like 10-ish DME over here. And then, maybe more like 15 or 20. And then we're gonna get further, turn around here, capture the localizer, and then capture the glide slope, and then land, basically. And we need to be at 11,000 feet on Quake. And JPEX is the first one, 9,600s. Yeah. Or sorry, not JPEX. JAWS C, I guess. Which is 8,000 feet we want to be at. But yeah. Slow down a little bit. A little bit fast. Be going through 10,000 first soon. More speed brakes. A little bit more since we're a little bit over the profile. There we go. Yeah, so we're around 15 DME here, so maybe 10-ish by the time we get over to Hut P. Oh yeah, here are all the runway lights and stuff. So we'll be landing 17 right. I think that's this one here. Or this one. No, I think it's the outer one, yeah. I guess. Let's check again. The airport diagram. Yeah, 17 right's the outer one, yeah. So now we're turn right and right. So it'd be like this one. Or sorry, this one, yeah. We'd exit to the right. So we're getting around 10 DME here. Okay, we'll set it to the ups flap speed because we don't want to put down flaps before we start getting. Well, I mean, we might go like flaps 1 or something, but we'll see. Some speed brakes. Yeah, we might actually get flaps 1 or soon here. Okay, there we go. We'll get flaps 1 out. Okay, passing 10,000. Passenger signs on. Logo lights on. Let's see here. Okay, next is the approach checklist. Which we'll do in a little bit. Okay, and we'll continue straight here for a little bit, and then we'll direct to Josie or Jossie or something. I don't know. Okay, we'll get flaps 5 down. Okay, I think we can direct to Josie now. There we go. Okay, and we'll go with the localizer soon. Or, yeah. We can actually arm it right now. Okay, we're with the localizer. Now we'll arm the glide slope. There's the runway. Okay. Approach checklist. Altimeter, local light slow sleep, or sorry, light slope alive. Yeah, once we get the gear down, we'll start doing all that. Let's get glide slope here. Altimeters are good. 8.4 DME. Oh, not yet. At 153 is gonna be the final. Okay, we'll get gear down now. Okay, let's look here. Landing checklist go around. Altitude is not set yet. Let's go 10,000. Go around. Altitude is set. Checked. Runway turn off lights are on. Landing lights are on. Yeah. Autopilot, auto thrust. Okay. And let's go with this checklist here. Oh yeah, arms, speed brake. Okay, we're good for landing. Okay, we can take control here. We're a little bit high. That's fixable. Okay, we're good now. Let's pull up a little bit. Okay, minimums. Continue.
100. 50.
Uh,
30. 20. 10. 5.
Oh, geez, that was a little bit hard. Okay. We're practicing though, so that's good. Okay, we want to exit to the right any chance. Okay, we'll exit here. Okay, where are we? Echo Alpha. And Mike is to our right. Okay, let's stop here. Echo Alpha. Runway 17 right. Echo Alpha. Okay, here's Mike, so we're gonna go to the right. Okay, after landing, checklist transponder flaps. Gotta retract those. Okay, speed brakes off. Landing lights off. Strobe lights off. Taxi lights on. What's next? Taxi lights, cabin lights, anti-ice, APU. You want to get that to start. Auto brake is off. Runway turn off lights, APU gen. Okay. Let's go. Okay, there we go. Jeez. A little too much on the thrust there. Nice airport. Nicely modeled. Okay, this should be Lima 1 here. Yeah. Lima 1. Oof. 616, definitely not my best at all. It's okay. We're learning. So. Okay, next one should be Lima here. I guess. Yeah. We'll turn right at the next entrance. And then, or sorry, left. And then right again. Or we'll just turn left and look for some free gate. Oh, there's a bridge here. That's cool. Shit. Okay, let's turn around.